Okay, a little bit different from my normal video, but I've had a small project I've been working on for the past week or two, I think. It's been a little while, and it's Minecraft Airport. I've got a couple of planes here. I'm going to talk about them later. I'm going to start sort of how you would go through an airport, really. It's in 1.5 to 1 scale, so everything is 50% bigger. Also, that is not half. I'm gonna have to change that. Cool. Actually, I can't. Never mind. Okay. So this is all of pretty much everything is still a work in progress. I just sort of add to bits when I feel like it. But this is the sort of domestic route check-in, and then this is the international flight check-in. So they've obviously got like actual security. I think there should probably be a passport check here just for ID verification, and this also doesn't have passport checks. That's done by the guys in the chairs there. I just have to rotate the chairs. I might not, to be honest. But yeah, see, obviously, this is the only one that's complete currently. I've got 2 belts out of service, and then you've got these for Delta, just going to Atlanta. So I've used iron bars for the, I guess the Q railings, I think. We don't need that one, actually. Q railings, so you can like come up, go here, you know, talk to whoever's on the desk, put your bag and it'll go. Then you've got, through here, the door, and then you've got these like little walkways so you can get over the bags that go in, go to your workstation, print the tags, and then when you're done with your shift, you can just leave. Let me just, yeah, okay. And then if I just, oh, I'll just go 1 block over, and back here, once I get around to doing it, it's gonna have stuff that goes just sort of down here and then disappears, but that would be for like baggage stuff. And then this leads you into the security area where I'm just gonna skip the queue bit. Like I say, you've got the queue area, and then you've got you can go up to the scanner, put your bags in to go through here. I need to put in the lighty bits again. I haven't got around to that. You got the person scanner. You get scanned. I need to put more of those benches in actually as well. Then obviously, once you get the trays back with your items, you can put them on here. Go through your bags, reset everything, put everything back, and then there might be doors here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this space. It might just be a space, and that would lead you into what would theoretically be duty free. Like I say, work in progress. Duty free will come. Then you've got a massive upstairs, which this is going to be for like lounges and stuff. Then you've got some stairs here, which will lead to gates 8 and 9, which are also a work in progress. Gate 1 is partly work in progress. There's like a jet. I need to build the jetway. Like I say, gate 2 is also still partly work in progress. Just needs a jetway. You can actually see the stands I've built. These designs came from pixel counting a video by a guy called Alpine1. He does Minecraft airport reviews, so like he's designs airports in real life, people send him their Minecraft designs, and then he basically points out all the sort of things that need improving, which is what actually inspired this project. So then you've got stairs for gates 3, 4 and 5. All these gates from 1 to 5 just need jetways and aircraft. 8 and 9 haven't even been like given any of the stone, which I'm using as the tarmac. And then the last set of stairs, well, last stairs I guess, I don't know what you want to call it, escalator I guess it would theoretically be, is these 2. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. Then you can go down here. This area is mostly done. ignore that shulker. That's just for like, I have like 2 inventory sets. Like all of this for doing the aircraft, which I will come on to. It's probably the main reason you want to watch this. And then a set for doing all the interior stuff. So starting sort of far end, you've got, you know, vending machine. This design I got from YouTube. I'll put a link to the video that sort of inspired this design. It is my design. I've just kind of, well, no, actually it's not. I've just essentially looked at a tutorial thumbnail and said, okay, I'm going to build my own version of that thumbnail. You got some seating, sort of based off of the dimensions for this building is Heathrow Terminal 5. So the seats are just sort of taken from a stock image I got of seating in Terminal 5. I think it was in Terminal 5. I hope it's in Terminal 5, otherwise I'm going to look like an idiot. So this is like the sort of seating you get before you go to, you know, over it. I need to fix this. There we go. So obviously you have your little queue area, you go through here, scan your boarding pass, open the doorway. These jetways were also my design. You know, you'd walk all the way down, sprinting, it's a bit long, then you know, you'd go into the aircraft. I'll show you the inside of that in a minute. And obviously you've got the arrivals bit, which takes you back up into this elevated area, which honestly has really nice views of the apron, well, airside, I guess. This is going to be an Iceland Air 767 once it's done. It's like the red and the command blocks, they're temporary blocks, they're stuff that needs sorting. And the reason it's only got like the front part of the wing is because I just wanted to check I didn't exceed the stand limits. And that's a Delta 757 with Pratt & Whitney PW2000s and blended winglets. I will get on to more detail with these aircraft later. I will preface that by saying, though, they aren't my designs. I will come on to the designs later. Yeah, like this is a really long tunnel, so I'm just gonna bullet through. You know, you go sort of past all these other stands. You know, this is where a jetway will be. Haven't built it yet. So there's the stairs for like these gates here. Again, another jetway will be there. Haven't built it yet. Same thing here. Jetway needs building, and the glass needs slightly sorting. I'll come back to this in a second. But then this be, you know, arrivals from 2 and then 1 down the far end. Again, jetways need building. And then it sort of filters you into here. This wall is going to move slightly. I didn't fix that. Okay. I'll explain that in a minute. And then part of this is going to be for the arrivals, so they can do the passport control, customs, and baggage reclaim. All that's going to go in here. And then just quickly going to go, what's the gate here actually? Just going to now pop out Airside. So there is a road, well, I guess a service road that runs sort of under the terminal. It does need more supports being put in. I haven't got around to that yet. Yeah, I will build the supports. I just, like I said, I haven't got around to it yet. But yeah, so that's why there's a road inside there. It's because World Edit, I made a couple of mistakes. These took, I think, an hour each to build. Well, I think it took me 2 hours to get all of them down, because I'd spent like an hour building that, and then I had to build all this, and then just copy paste it across. But I had to get all them, like I said, I pixel counted it from the Alpine 1 video, which all the videos I'm using, I'm gonna I have it on a playlist. I'll make them public after this uploads, so you can see sort of where I got all this from. Yeah, there's a bunch of mobs that spawn. Like, I would have killed them, but like by the time I kill them and then start all this recording stuff, and then they've already just respawned. So then you've got like grass area where it just doesn't need to be stone. I kind of flooded it because I thought, why not? Like, it's water source, I guess. There's like there would theoretically be pipes going in to provide, and like filters and stuff to provide clean water. Yeah, and then over here you've got another 757 200. I think it's a 200, is it? Yeah, 757 200 with Rolls-Royce RB211s. So this is what I'm actually going to say something. So, like I said a couple minutes ago, these aircraft designs aren't mine. They're from Aeroteam. Which again, they will all be in the playlist. So they use a lot of world edit tricks and a custom texture pack. So you can see here. Let me just give myself a free slot. Light blue glazed terracotta has a couple of different textures to it depending on which way around you orientate it, and that just allows for these sort of cockpit glasses, the cockpit glass, to be put in more accurately, just simply because otherwise you end up with it like looking just quite weird. So they create the texture pack for it, but then like they do all like the sort of like calculations to work it out to 1.5 to 1 scale, and then in my opinion these aircraft end up looking just really, really nice. The tail design is mine. Same with the engine color. Like I've just kind of looked at an image online and just kind of guessed. Oh yeah, so I have a hole I haven't fixed. I will need to fix at some point. So this is a custom cabin based off of the real Icelandair cabin, sort of. I've gone for this just to get grey seats with some differentiation between the lavatories. Then you've got like this little business first classy thing. Some galley stuff. You know, you can like sort of the windows, they're small, but you know you can see out of them. It's nice. Then you've got a bit of a cockpit, which you can't really do much in. I mean, yeah, I'm not really. A lot of this is world edited into place, so the fence gate should be a bit higher. I used world edit. I think the door was world edited. I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm not really going to interact with anything. I'm just going to leave it. You've got like the yokes, throttles, the MCP for the autopilot and stuff. You've got then then all the seats again, and then all the way at the back you've got 2 more lavatories, and then galley, crew jump seats. Yeah, I'm gonna fix. I'll fix that later. And then you've also got cargo doors, bulk cargo door, and then a load of detailing. Especially on the landing gear, I really like the landing gear with the way that it's detailed. You use a lot of world edit to. That one I can't be bothered fixing, because if by fixing that it breaks that, but this one needs to be how it is, so it connects to this. No, sorry, this. Otherwise it looks weird. That may be on the wrong orientation, I'm not sure. No, that is right, sorry. I'm right with that one. And then is that oh, that is a block of quartz, cool. And break it. So inside here you have a little bit. I kind of gave up, I didn't really feel like building it, so if I switch on this side, there's a little bit more detailing, as in there's a fence post in here as well for the gear strut stuff. And then you've got the engines, which have like small vents. They're same on both sides. Small vent on the inside face. The fan blades designed to look like like the spinning. Some just like hatches and handles-ish stuff. This should be a little bit chunkier in real life, but I couldn't get the coral to stay alive. Because of the type of coral you use, it just kind of dies out quite quickly. Also, this is a dark oak trapdoor, which gives you that sort of texture. I had that in my inventory already. So that gives you that sort of. That's what that looks like. And then so that's the only one on the taxiway actually. if I hop over here now, all the aircraft are Aeroteam designs. So yeah, none of the aircraft are my designs. So this is a CRJ 900. I think, yeah, like I said, uses obviously weird like, block layering because of where the cockpit glass is. I don't. Do I have? Okay, that's a slab. Okay, there's no trapdoors. Cool. So yeah, this one required a lot of world edit stuff. I like to get certain things in place. That door is definitely world edited to put in. And you've got these little grey banners for the seats and stuff. It's a very small cockpit because it's small aircraft. Nice small amount of seating. I don't think I finished this. No, it's because I haven't used. I need to fix that. I know why that's like that. Then a small galley in the back. Toilet. Oh, whoops. I will fix that at some point. I will leave the hole in the roof so I remember it's broken, actually. My mistake. There's a couple of empty stands here. I haven't sorted out a way. No, I tell you, I have sorted out a way for people to get here. So this is a Dash 8 Q400. I'm just gonna please don't. Oh, trapdoors. Cool. Anyway, so yeah, you've got like a bit of a cargo wee net thing here. I think that's what this is. I'm not too familiar with the Q400. Door. Please not break anything. Cockpits. You've got like the instrument stuff there. The autopilot controls. The yokes. Pedestal. Door. You know, small cabin. Then right at the back you got galley, exit doors. I think they're meant to be jump seats. I'm not entirely sure. So it's, yeah, birch trap doors for some like roof, well, interior ceiling detailing, and then I use bamboo. I can't remember what block he said they say to use in the tutorial, but it's in 26.2 it doesn't work. A lot of the stuff doesn't work actually. A lot of the stuff ends up looking quite weird. So I just used these for the yellow sort of propeller tips. Then I've copy pasted. No, actually I built them over here. The two I've just shown are copy pastes of these two. My other aircraft, the three other aircraft, they have custom airline tails. I will do that on these. I just haven't yet. I can show off the exterior as well a bit. So obviously you've got like custom torch models for wing lights, landing lights. Got, you know, nose, very chunky nose wheel. Small podded engines at the back here. Some APU detailing. I think that that is right. That I'm not sure about that button, to be honest. It might be grey. You know, you got the tail section. You know, I use polished cinnabar, which is, I think, a new block. I've never heard of it until, you know, I started building this airport for the red nav light, and then some form of prismarine, I think. Prismarine brick for the green nav lights. And so that creates this sort of look. And unfortunately on this one I was never mind. Actually, I just thought of something. I have this because this. No, it's a stair. That's why. Yeah, so I couldn't get the black detailing in there. There was a way to do it. I just couldn't do it for whatever reason. I can't remember. So I just have them like that, and that's just for where the flap wheels go. So it's like the mechanisms that allow the flaps to actually move, just where they go. And then yeah. It's not a massive detail. Like they do the tutorials do actually, for the aircraft from Aeroteam, they do have a lot of stuff. So if you can't use, from Bedrock for example, you can't use World Edit or the texture pack, you know, they have a lot of substitutes. I haven't finished the fencing yet either. Or if you're on Java and you just don't have access to them for whatever, they do have a lot of ways to like sort of replace stuff. So they recommend you use quartz, where it's like this wool texture, and then like diorite or cobblestone or something, where it's these textures, well, where it's quartz, which is really useful. And if I just very quickly turn off the Aeroteam pack, let that reload, you'll see what it looks like without the texture pack. They look, the aircraft end up looking really weird. Like that the propellers for example over here, like you just have a load of this really random blue prismarine and stuff, but then wrong button, but then turning the resource back on, they haven't updated it for this version of Minecraft, but it works. Yeah, then you get this nice look for it. So then this 757 is slightly different in terms of its interior. I think I had a hole in the roof. No, I don't. Okay. This is I can't remember where the safe point is, so I'm just gonna go here. Here we go. So again, starting from the front, you've got, it's very similar. You've got galley, jump seat, cockpit's identical. It's more just the colouring of the seats and stuff, and actually where the lavatories and seat gaps go. For example, Delta have a seat gap here, there's nothing here. I checked seat maps for that. And you can actually sort of see into the jetway there, which is nice. So obviously you've got that sort of, I think this is business, and then you've got sort of like comfort plus, and then you know, the peasantry seats in economy. You know, you can just sort of like look out over the wing, see the Iceland Air 767 next door. Or on the flip side, you can just look out outside the airport. Then you've got this little cabinet. I need to hide that. How do I hide? What is that? Oh wait, I don't want to do it like that. Actually, oh, that's gonna be a pain. Oh, I will sort that off camera. Just hide that. Can I do it like? No. I hate trapdoors sometimes. There we go. There we go. There we go. So it just ties that. You got this little galley area in the back. You know, another door. Those command blocks are temporary blocks. That's for the engine pylon. Yeah, engine pylon. When I get to that part of the tutorial. Speaking of that, I don't think I will be replacing those blocks ever. Because what I found out whilst building this aircraft, and I did not think to do for these two when I was building them, is once I built, I hate building the wings. The wings are the thing I always mess up. I always mess up something on the wings, and that is no different. So I figured out as I can do is take this bit, put a temporary block just behind the wingtip, copy paste it, flip it, copy it, flip it, paste it over here. Saves me probably about an hour of building and a lot of mental discomfort trying to build these. So yeah, for these ones I built the wings by hand, both sides. Every other aircraft, it's just been built the left wing and engine one, and then paste it over. Same with the jetway. I built this one, pasted it over there, and then redesigned that one to be like disconnected and shrunken inwards. Because this one's gonna have a pushback tug connected at some point. But yeah, so there's actually a couple more bits I want to show off from the inside of the terminal. Oh yeah, I also have like stand numbers on the floor because I didn't like the way I'd done the signs, like big signs. I've got taxi signs here. So this is point Bravo 1, this large dotted line, and then that is Alpha. And then the one of only three taxi signs. This is just Taxiway Alpha. It doesn't tell you what part of Taxiway Alpha, just Alpha. And then that is Bravo. Bravo is probably going to end up being the shortest taxiway in the airport. And then over here, you have, this is Taxiway. This is Alpha 1 here, so that would theoretically be Alpha 2 over there. And then you have Charlie. You can either go left onto Charlie, which will then take you up somewhere else. I'm not sure what that's going to be. I think that's a hole. Or you can go right, which is what that Iceland Air's done. I think. I'm not really sure. Anyway, so yeah, this taxiway I ended up redesigning because I didn't like the way this curved. I still don't really like it. I don't like how it joins sort of on the bend. I think that's a bit weird. But at the same time, I don't want to redesign much, so I'm leaving it. So I said, you got the Iceland Air 757 here. That line will be extended like the other lines over there, to reach sort of where the taxiway is. This was just the reason that's a trapdoor is because I was sort of working out. I like having things even, so I wanted to know sort of where I need to cut across, because this was originally all just light grey concrete because of the way I built it, and then I've just taken huge chunks out and put in like all these sorts of stuff. Oh yeah, I just noticed custom camera heads. That is in one of the videos, which I will have to link separately because it's not in the playlist, I don't think. It might be. If it's not, I will put a link to it separately. Yeah, these are also torches you saw on the aircraft. They're custom torch design. I also have some light. The light source over there is these light things because it's just easier to hide them than torches. So the torches, though, they have two different designs. They can either be like that if they're on a wall, or like that run on the floor. And this is where 8 and 9 are going to go. It's a bit empty at the moment, as you can see, and I think I didn't fix something properly. That was so I could get outside. Okay, because I didn't want to go all the way around. But yeah, here's the little thing. For gates 10 to 20 only, all of the gates from this floor. So as you can see, gates 1 through 7 are here. Well, actually 1 through 9 are on here, because 9 is here. Well, 9 will probably end up being a bit further down. Essentially what this does is it takes you into this dark, windowless room. Well, one window. This will be updated to be more like a bus interchange, or like, you know, you get loads of buses and stuff for transferring people from here outside via probably this road all the way. And I do say all the way because this terminal's is like 595 blocks long. You get all the way down to here, make the left turn, not into the wall, make the left turn, then the right turn, stop, make sure there's no aircraft taxiing, continue, stop again, make sure there's no aircraft taxiing, continue, make sure it's clear to make a safe turn, you turn, and then taken all the way around. mainly because I'm not redesigning these stands. Like, they take forever to sort, and there'll be a lot of maths involved, like counting blocks. You're taking all the way around. Well, what I might do is actually extend this way, so you're not going quite as far. Anyway, come all the way around to, say, here, so you can then be boarded onto your aircraft. Yeah, this also isn't a real airport, so like I said, though, the terminal's based off of Heathrow. These the road widths and stuff, they're actually based off of what it is at JFK. Sort of. It was originally, and then I've changed it slightly to match the GSE stuff I have from the tutorial series, which I'll make public and link in the description or as a pinned comment. I'm not sure. Maybe both. Then yeah, this is the 767, which is a work in progress. Like I said, is an Aeroteam design. However, I've slightly changed it. This wasn't included, as far to my current knowledge. If it comes up later, I'll mention it somewhere. But this, my idea for the logo lights. So currently it is just an, I guess, exoskeleton, I guess you'd call it. It's got one wing. I think I meant to have knocked that out, but I haven't yet. One wing with a bunch of temporary blocks. What this polished cinnabar stuff is. There's like temporary placeholders, so it's easier to work out where your builds and stuff. Then hopping in to the fuselage, it's very much empty at the moment because, like I said, I haven't finished yet. But you've got your doors 1, L and R for left and right. You've got massive cabin. This bit, the stairs, I think this is probably where the wing light is. This is for the cargo hold, so I think, where are the doors? So the flooring would be like up here. So you get a bit of clearance above it, and then I'm not gonna break any of this because I'm scared that I'm gonna break something in the wheelbase. So I'm just gonna do spectator and just hop inside so you can kind of see. So you've got just a mess of random blocks, sort of. So you've got a weird hopper, a wall, a couple of end rods and iron bars, and it's the same in this side, except you have a wing on this side with a small empty space, which I guess is a fuel tank, and then yeah, then there's pretty much nothing else in here. You've got the rear doors, and then it just kind of goes all the way to the back for the APU. But yeah, this one I may make an update video at some point. If I do, this will be done by then. But yeah, that's what I have currently. So like I said, I will put this in the description as well. So the stand design, excluding this hatched area, is from Alpine 1's channel. The all aircraft on the airport will be from Aeroteam. Massive shout out to them. I've been building their aircraft for years on other worlds and stuff, especially on Bedrock, which was a fun challenge since I didn't have access to World Edit or their texture pack. I think I can load up the world. I'm not sure. I'll give it a go at some point. But then all of this, well, yeah, I say all. Yeah, no, all of this is sort of my own design that needs sorting. I was just mentally making notes about what I need to fix. Oh yeah, the custom security cameras. They are from Chips, who's done an airport series. Then there's this road as well, which needs fixing. But like I say, pretty much everything else is my own sort of. Does this look good? The other thing, the baggage, the luggage. I always say baggage. It's luggage. Scanners things. These are also from chips. I don't know if they're. I mean, if that's a seat, so I don't know if these like they're too big, or if they're okay. I think they might be a bit big, but yeah. Whereas like all this stuff for check-in, I mean, I say it's my design. It's really like what? How else would you build it? Really. But yeah, this airport doesn't have a name. It doesn't even have like a set location at the moment. Probably somewhere in Iceland. Based off the amount of Icelanders I've got. Two, but it's my most common. Because of statistics, the way statistics work and stuff. And the fact they're just the ones I built most. Oh, yeah, there's also a Skylight. This Skylight took me 4 hours to build. I wish I was joking. It's not, and it's not even perfect. For example, this is, I think, 2 blocks wider than it should be. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 3 blocks wider than it should be, and then over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this side's perfect, and then 5, 6, 7. This side's perfect. These two are wrong. One of these is wrong, and I don't know which one it is. So they both exist because somehow that happened. But essentially, it was like every other one of these, like all of this side was perfectly aligned because I hand counted it for all of them instead of just that's pasting. When building them from the like this center bit from that side, they would end up like out here. I'm not really sure how. But yeah, so after, like I said, 4 hours or something close to that. Yeah, here's what I mean. Here's what I mean. I haven't actually fixed it fully. It's just wrong. I don't even know how I messed up. How I messed it up. I just did. Are any others broken? No, so you can okay. You know what, you're gonna get a bit of a demonstration on how I fix this. So I take this point here. That is a lot of locks. And then fly all the way over to the other side of the airport, not terminal. So I know the second bit is then there. Set grey stained glass. I hate that sound so much. Fly all the way back. I do roughly remember how many blocks it should be. Yeah, that's right. Set light. I can't spell. Light grey concrete. And then it's fly all the way back. I don't have the light grey concrete. Grey stained glass even. This bit is going to be uncomfortable if you don't like the glass breaking sound. Get rid of those. Get grey stained glass. Fill that in. So, and that is how that's what I had to do for probably over half of these. But in my opinion, it was worth it because I mean I think it looks really nice. Yeah. There's no windows up this bit yet. Because I haven't decided where the lounges are gonna go. Because that's basically the whole point of that upper area. It's just gonna be pure lounge acts. Just like it's only gonna be for lounges. So that just sort of, I don't know. I feel like I think I think there's an airport that does it where they're all on like a different floor. I might be completely wrong here. I think there's an airport that does it, so they're all on a different floor. So that's sort of what I'm going for. It's also because I managed to fit like all the departures and arrival stuff like on one floor. Although my departure stuff does need to be made much bigger. Then the arrival stuff, yeah, I don't think the arrivals need as much space as I've given it. So I'm gonna fix that. Yeah, so the terminal itself measures 595 blocks by 60 blocks by something else. I can't remember how big it is exactly. The way to work it out, just search up to Heathrow Terminal 5 dimensions and then multiply each one by 1.5. Because that's what I've done, made everything 50% bigger pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much how I got all these measurements. I've just basically googled the dimension, multiplied it up, and then that is what it's been set to. So yeah, if you want to see, you know, sort of how this airport sort of grows and what it becomes, like, subscribe, you know, press the notification button if you never want to miss if you want to, you know, be the first to the uploads if possible. Yeah, thanks for watching. Probably do a flight sim thing that's in the next couple of days, and then an update probably won't be until like sort of right near the end of next month, like probably around the 20th, so just before I stop uploading for about a week. So what's this? It's 27. Cool. Okay, it's 27. There you go. Yeah. Thanks for. I can't see. So yeah. This is my airport, and yeah, thanks for watching.